Bum, bum, bum. Super Rugby. How's it going, people? Friday night footy. Crusaders hosting the Chiefs. I think this looks like the game of the week, eh? How's everybody doing? Jasmine says, hopefully the Chiefs can get the job done. And Padza says, go the mighty Chiefs. So a couple of Chiefs fans in early, folks. Someone's going to be the first one to crack this Canterbury Stadium. We will see. How's it going, Padza, mate? MV just hopes both teams have fun. I hope we have fun watching it. My Blues are on the bye, thankfully, this week, so I can just watch this one without any, without any swearing like I did last week. Boom, there we go. Crusaders, Chiefs. T is also back in the Chiefs. And Frankie's back in the Chiefs. So it helps the Blues. There we go. Yeah, the Blues have still got a potential chance of being overtaken by the Crusaders if the Crusaders can beat the Chiefs this week and then the Hurricanes next week and the Blues don't beat the Chiefs next week. Lots going on. And yeah, Pads are actually the other way around. The Crusaders could still potentially not make the 6. They got 2 hard games to come. It's going to be interesting. It's funny when you swear. I was a bit too riled up last week, eh? Anyway. Can't lose on the bye, MV. That's right, bro. Safe on the bye this week. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here. I think did I pick the Crusaders? Jasmine is off to Chiefs Blues next week. That should be a good one, Jasmine. I think our man Alaran might be going to that one, coming all the way from Western Australia. Hey, Mr. Milo says, like the stream. Thank you for that, sir. Yes, that is always a good reminder. I did pick the Crusaders. I think it must have been the Will Jordan factor. Tristan reckons the Chiefs got this as a Blues fan. It definitely works better for the Blues if the Chiefs win here. Fleshing, good morning, mate. Is the passionate Rugger Blues support all good? Yeah, cheers to you. Thank you for that. I just had kickoff. I'll give you a shout when we're at a particular time. 10 seconds now. This week my mum is not here, so I'm watching on the legit Sky stream today, the one that I pay for. Last week she had Sky on in the lounge, but they don't let you multicast, so I had the dodgy stream up on my computer here. Padza has forgotten Super Brewer Fantasy. I've been known to do that myself, particularly with the fantasy. Once my team started going crap, I kept forgetting to make my changes until after the first or second game had been locked in. Any late injuries or subs? Not that I know of, Milo. I only turned on the coverage relatively late, but I haven't seen any changes yet. I can see Fihaki. He's just had a carry. Remember, he's back from a recently long injury. Oh, Chiefs got turnover ball. They're going to have a run. Go, boys. Kyle Brown having a good carry. Josh Jacob. Did you see Josh Jacob was on social media telling the Aussie commentators how to say his name? Because they keep calling him Jacome. Jacome. He's like, hey, Stan, it's J. Kim. Like Jaykim. J. Kim. Crusaders have been pinged. Chiefs will have a kick deep down into Crusaders territory, I would imagine, because Tokiaho's already running towards the sideline. Jacome. That was funny, eh? Billy's ball bag out in West Auckland, now that I remember. I picked the Crusaders, Mr. AI, but I'm virtually on the fence because I only said by one. It feels like it's going to be a tight game. Here's to come for your hair, yeah, exactly. Darramundi, man, how's it going? What time is it over there? Like 5? It's on free. What's on free? This game? Where? Some of you countries have got it on YouTube for free. That's fair. Rehan has just knocked it on cold. Chiefs are going to have a bit more play down the Crusaders. And Simon says, good evening, everybody. Smash the like button. Thank you, mate. You and Milo giving the like reminders. It's not for me. It's for YouTube. YouTube likes. This game's on Sky. Go. Oh, there we go. Nice. 5:10 currently over in Australia. Nice one. Get dinner ready. Crack open a beer. Watch the rugby. You'll be golden. Sky Open. Okay. I never watched Sky's free channel because I have the Sky Sports package. But I probably could have done it last week when I was setting my mum up on the TV in the lounge and I was sitting here in my room watching a dodgy stream. Satiti is having a big carry. Chiefs are just outside the 22-metre line. Ratsima's going to have a pass. They're getting out to all the forwards. Oh, Hutchinson, he looks dangerous. He's finally getting a start now that D-Mac's injured. He was on the bench last week. Had one good start a couple of weeks ago, I think. Did you see the squid shout out on one of their vids? I did not. Which video was that? The last video I got suggested by Squidge was the Mr. Beam one. I'll admit I didn't watch it. Here we go. Tom Wofalau. Oh, he's got it. I thought he was all wrapped up. That goes back to that Crusaders knock-on, to be fair. Goodness me. And all the channel members are busting out the cowbell. 5 minutes in. Chiefs draw first blood. Kyron Talmoifalo is wearing left ring on his back, but he's out on the right for this one. Jacob to Coombs fabling to Talmoifalo. The wings link up. Will Jordan couldn't stop him. Goodness me. I'm just going to take a wee note. Yeah, he did have plenty to do. Tony Johnson's just saying that Wofalau had plenty to do to finish that one off, and he's not wrong. Because he had two Crusaders players all over him, Hotham and Jordan. Get those bells ringing, indeed. Did they allow people to take bells to this one? You find that at halftime he was just talking about prominent rugby podcasters. Oh, there we go. I've only spoken to Squidge a couple of times. Once on his podcast with his brother. And like a couple of times on social media of exchanging messages. He seems like a nice guy. He's a bit younger than me. So I think he's a bit more... how do I say it? Idealistic, maybe. I'm a bit more old and bitter. Early doors looks to me like Chiefs are going to test how well the Crusaders going with only 2 loose forwards. Jimmy, you're not a fan of old. You're not a fan of Leicester in the loose, are you? Am I planning on going to any of the Rugby World Cup games? I'm going to 2. They're not like massive games. They're just pool stage games, but I am going to go to 2. Oh, Hutchinson's just knocked that on. Attempted intercept, but it was a legit one. It's not one-handed or anything. He's not going to get punished. It's just going to be a scrum. Yeah, it was very close, Pads, to having that one. Finally, some rugby to rugby to, Tanner. There you go. It's rugby time. Rugby o'clock. Get your rugby on. Chiefs to keep them scoreless. That would be quite an achievement. Especially down at that new stadium, all sold out and whatnot. Be a hell of a run. Joe Bloggs, how's it going? 1356. Where did that come from? Is that your birth year? You're looking good. I think he works against certain teams, but he's not playing as a loose forward. He's really just a third centre. Yeah, I've noticed that when they... Like in the one game I had a look at the other week, he was all packing down scrums in the first half, but he was all in the back line for the second. It's a bit of a mix. He's just done a nice clean out there. I'm here in Brisbane ringing some virtual cowbells. There you go. Now it's the Chiefs' turn to concede a penalty, so if nothing else, the Crusaders can chuck the kitchen sink in from halfway. Likely we go back for a penalty. If we do, Crusaders will kick deep into Chiefs' territory, and we'll see. And yeah, the horses actually get to run around the stadium. That was such a big nothing burger, wasn't it? All the kerfuffle about we can't have the horses and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then like 2 weeks later, oh no, we can have the horses again. In that game, he did move. When I watched, he's often been a long way from the ruck and not moving quickly to it. Maybe he doesn't have that instincts, or you think it's instructions? I guess it depends. If the other loosies are able to secure you clean ball, maybe having the other option out a bit wider is useful. Oh, they've just lost their own line out, the Crusaders. That's an attacking chance missed. Nice touch finder from Ratsumasa. Good exit from the Chiefs. They'll be pretty happy with that. Look at that. Tupovai. He is a thief at line-out time. He's so good at that. I think he's the best that we've got here in NZ. Oh, that's on Sasatiti. Goodness me. 2 from 2. Morning, Mark from the States. How's it going, David? What time is it in the morning over there? Can't be morning. It has to be middle of the night. You think it's instinct, Jimmy, on attack? He's incredible the way they're using him with ball in hand, but in the tussle, I'm not sure he's going to do enough work around the tackle and the ruck. Frankie, you're not wrong. The lineouts are very messy. Chiefs are going to have a third chance at a line out. How do you feel about the ads? Oh, what the flip's going on here? Where's Hotham come from? Oh, Hotham's just scored. I took my eyes off the screen for 2 seconds and Hotham was away. What the hell happened there? Was that a quick Crusaders line out? Holy cow. Who threw that? Was it Reese? Quick line out. Was Jacobson being there not... Like usually if one of the opposition players has already stood where the line out's going to be thrown, don't they usually say you can't take it quickly? Or am I being a moron? Yeah, thank fuck. This is what needed to happen against the bloody Blues last week when they got a try from a forward pass. Dolman. Oh, what? That's not what they're checking. Okay. Sorry. I'm not watching on the free view. I'm watching on... Oh, his foot's in touch. Hutchinson, what a tackle. Jimmy was saying there's a line-out form there. Yeah, because Jacobson was right there, wasn't he? Isn't that usually the whole thing? Fuck off, Dolman. I hate... Dolman sucks. Dolman, stop sucking. Before that, bro. Look. Look, his foot's on the friggin' line. Boom. He's worried about what the crowd's thinking. There. Fuck's sake. Dolman. You're pissing me off, Dolman. Yeah, Jeff Wilson. I'm not sure why it's taking so long either. Fucking James Dolman is why. Holy cow, Dolman. Dolman was literally saying, I need you to put that on the big screen because they're not going to see that. Okay? I don't know if that was a priority. Yes, Frankie. How the F are they not seeing what we are seeing? Exactly. Jules, joining from work. Oh, Western Australia, eh? Still got a few hours to go, Jules. It's an 8 out of 20. Jimmy, I'm with you. Was Dolman the one last week or was it somebody else? Bro's making sure they show it on the screen so the crowd doesn't go after him. Exactly. That seems to be what it was. Who's the worst in New Zealand freshman, do you think? If it's not Dolman, are you talking Ben O'Keefe? Are you talking Paul Williams? Are you talking... That was O'Keefe? Okay. Goodness me. Oh, look at you, Phoenix. Gift of memberships to people. Aren't you a champ? Thank you, brother. Look at that. Who got him? Yoda Man, Brian, Kevin, Michael, and Santiago. Well done, team. If you're on the stream, you've got Phoenix to thank for that one. You're a champ, Phoenix. O'Keefe will be on DSPN next week. We can maybe spare more questions about why they were so useless lately. And we need to ask about that 4 pass. He did seem genuinely worried about the crowd's reaction, Flesh, and agree. I've never heard that from a TMO before, where he's like, you need to put that on the screen or they're not going to see that. When has a ref ever given a shit about that? The ref is always just like, get the decision right, move on with the game. Jimmy reckons the refs are fine, but they wish the AIs would police the offside line. That was my dad's biggest bugbear, I think. The breakdown and offsides. But you're right, it's more than just the one person on the field. It's a team effort. Marty said today they're going to show him the forward pass and he's going to talk through it. I feel like it's going to be some bullshit if he defends that one. Oh, David Havilius put in a kick through and got smoked. Hutchinson with the very... Tony Johnson used the word spectacular, and he's not wrong. Dive for that one. I love how the Gav ref gene is so strong with me. I feel like Gaza was a next level ref focus than me. Like, Gaza would send me messages. Not so much in the later years, I feel like, but early on, especially when he would send me the halftime messages, and it'd be like, yeah, well, it's halftime, but Jesus, this ref is fucking shit. Like, not talking about anything that's happened in the game, but like straight to the ref chat. I was like, come on, Gaz. Tell me how you think the teams are playing, then tell me how you think the ref's going. But yeah, I think he's that seed is definitely in there somewhere, Phoenix. I think I'm probably a little bit burned after that fucking forward pass last week. I still haven't let that go. Bitter old man. Bring back Paddy O'Brien. Funnily enough, my dad owned Paddy O'Brien's biography. I forget what it was called. Was Gaza a retired ref? No, he didn't ref. He used to coach. And his best mate that lived on the same street of us was a ref for local club rugby. Kiwi lads, Hamish shut the bed. Someone said he's at the game because he's like house. I remember talking to him with Tony the other week. He's house sitting somewhere down that way. So he's decided to go to the game, which is great because I think he lives in a pretty small town, doesn't get to see many games at this level. So it's a good one for him. Going to say Gaz is running through you once you commented about the ref odyssey. Well, there you go. Ooh, it's going to be a warning for the Chiefs. Too many penalties. They're not going to see it, mate. These officials always let the crowd influence their decisions. Like, I get that's part of it. That's like human nature. You can't be at a crowd with 20,000 people and not be influenced by them. That's just, you're a human. Even as you try to take them out of it, you're going to be influenced. But I've never heard a ref actually like verbalize, you better show these pricks. Otherwise there's going to be hell to pay, which is basically what it felt like. Here we go. Crusaders are mauling it. They're 6 meters out. Uh-oh. There's going to be a try, surely. Crusaders maulers chugging along. The backs are getting in there. Goes Havili. Oh, it's been collapsed, maybe. No, it's brought down by Red, I guess. Ball's available. Why are you wearing Highlanders gear? This just happens to be the clothes that I was wearing today. I did not specifically change for the stream. I've got that much rugby gear these days. I just walk around in rugby gear pretty much all the time. Demon, how's it going? Like the stream if you've just joined. Oh, Leicester scored. It's been an extended period of Crusaders pressure. That was coming. It's a bit of a loose forwards try. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Jimmy? Leicester gets the try. Who do I think is going to win the FIFA World Cup, Demon? I have no idea. No idea. Probably not Italy. Because I don't think they qualified. Oh, I was just going to say if you think that's a loose forwards try. $5 points apiece. We kind of pick and go. Do you have old, no longer Super Rugby teams gear, Jason? Oh, Jason. Oh, my back. Jesus. Within reaching distance. Look at this. Remember this team? It's still got this on it. Super Rugby. Cheetahs. I got one more down here. Oh, it's still on the floor. I haven't put it away for a while. These guys are gone. So yes, I have a few. Ball in hand is great. Defensive work, you think he's not great. Yeah, that's fair enough, Jimmy. Clean outs. I'd like to see his ruck stats. Most of the sides don't do off the ball stats. They only do on the ball stats, which sucks. Mark gonna watch a league final since Auckland in it. Oh, the A-League final. I hadn't planned on it. I've not watched an entire game of A-League in my life. I wasn't planning on starting with that one. Do they roll around in fake injuries in the A-League as much as they do in the Premier League, or is it not that bad? I have 2 Chiefs jerseys, but one is like... What does it say on me now? Like, you mean it's small? Will I offend anyone if I say I don't like the Crusaders winning footy, Finn? I don't think hating on the Crusaders is exactly an unpopular opinion. The Crusaders cop a bit of grief. So do the Blues, to be fair. Nobody likes the Blues if they're a neutral in New Zealand because they don't like Auckland. Like, Crusaders against Blues is probably the worst possible final for the rest of New Zealand. Because they're kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't. Zorro did score, Milo. He did. He did with a wee pick and go. It's soccer, of course. Yeah, so I probably won't watch it. I can't. I'm too old to deal with the flopping around and faking injuries. It drives me up the wall. I can't do it. I used to follow soccer a lot. I've talked about this before, but like Rafa Benitez in charge of Liverpool, I was watching games week in, week out. I was playing Football Manager. I was doing it in my free time, getting up to watch games. I was watching a lot of soccer football. I was watching Soccer AM. You know, I was well into it. Steven Gerrard era, you know, Jamie Carragher, Fernando Torres, even like Luis Suarez when Benitez left and whatnot. I was well into it, but I eventually just couldn't do it anymore. One team is hated because they win. One team is hated because they're in Auckland. Exactly right. Both hated. Chris, the Arsenal fans, half your office was delighted. They won the Premier League. I'm surprised people actually cared about that up in your office, Frankie. Oh, what a strike back. That's the 10th try of the season. And Tupa Vai's giving a fucking rub on the head to one of the Crusaders guys. He's a bit of a prick like that, isn't he? That's just solid Chiefs maul play, and a great line out. I think it was Lord that took the line out time. Maul gets going, peels off to the right. Tokiaho burrows over. Did you say that Leicester and Tavanoa are top two defenders beaten? Yes, they are, Milo. One was in the 70s and one was in the 50s, but those are the two top guys. Hey, that's a better kick from Jacob. 5 points to 12. Jasmine and Daramundi are busting out those cowbells. Sammy, again, a no-brainer. Bet the mortgage every week for any time try scorer, says Howard. How many tries has he got? I think it's 10 this year. Let's have a look at Samasoni's try scoring record. Once they kick this ball out, Ratima's just kind of not put his best touch finder in there from the exit play. Sammy Soni Tokiaho. Let's have a look. So, round 1, scored a try. Round 2, scored 2. Round 3, scored 1. 4 and 6, he didn't score. 7, he got 1. 8, he got 1. 10, he didn't. 13, he got 2. 14, he got 1. And now 15, he's got 1. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 games. And he's only failed to score in 3 of them. So, odds of him scoring a try are in your favor if you put money on it. I don't know if I'd put the mortgage on that, but yeah, it's worth a punt. If you've got money you can afford to lose, as always with gambling. Nothing wrong with a pat on the head. Oh, I mean, it's just a bit douchey, isn't it? It wasn't a pat, it was a rub. I just don't like it. Someone should smack him in the face for it, but then they'll get red carded. Got my cheap ticket for next year's World Cup, Fiji versus Argentina in Adelaide, $40 Australian. Q. That's not bad. At halftime, remind me, I'll tell you the tickets I got and how much they cost. Are we at 50 likes yet? We're at 40, says Frankie. If you haven't liked, if you've just joined, drop a like. We're at 92 viewers. Chuck a wee like on there. Get them for free. As a Force fan, our slim chance for the finals, I'm going for the Chiefs or the Crusaders, the ones you go for. I don't think it matters too much with these two teams, Jules. I think you need the Brumbies and the Reds to lose, but I guess maybe you can't catch the Chiefs, so you probably want the Chiefs to win. I don't know if it's mathematically possible to catch the Crusaders. I don't think so. What's happening on the field? There's a game of rugby going on. Hotham is in his own. Oh no, they got advantage now, the Crusaders. They're around about halfway line, making their way up to the 10-metre line. Crusaders are just kind of having a chuck around, seeing as they got advantage. Chip over the top. Oh, and Sever Reese has got a weird bouncing ball, and he's tearing it up. Out to Fihaki. There's 3 Chiefs there, and he gets slammed. But they've got quick ball, the Crusaders. It's supposed to be where Kiwi Lads is calling the game. It's not really my thing. Newell has a big carry. He gets well over the advantage line. Hotham, quick ball again, left. Rehana, it's loose. It's a bounce pass out to the big lock. Is that Jamie Hanna? He's just scored in the corner. What a try. Goodness me. They'll have to check he wasn't in touch, but it's a pretty good play. Pretty good play. Harvey with the kick that kind of set it up. It was a bit of a speculative one. It's just the lucky bounce really for Reese. Jamie Hanna, there you go. He's not in touch. Nah, he's good as gold. Good as gold. Drop a like for Jamie Hanna's try in the corner. Oh, Chiefs are still in the lead because they've missed the conversion. It is 10 points to 12. That was a nice try. Is that one of the young locks? I don't know how old Jamie Hanna is, but yeah, he's been going all right this year. Not bad on the play-by-play. Play-by-play is quite tiring. Kiwi Lads is very good at it, but apparently he's at the game. Wade likes a good arm wrestle. Well, this game's an arm wrestle so far after 30 minutes and 40 seconds. Tokiaho once again going over the advantage line. He's such a big unit. Oh, but Ratima's left it behind at the base of the ruck. But it's a penalty against the Crusaders for being offside. Jasmine reckon kicks might be the difference. They might well be. So far, only 1 from 4 has been taken, and that was by the Chiefs. Am I going to go to the new stadium, Howard? I should at some point. I have been to the others around New Zealand. I've been to the one in Wellington. I'm not a big fan. You sit too far from the action for mine. I've been to the one in Hamilton. Hamilton's not far from Auckland. I've been there a couple, 2 or 3 times. It's nice. I quite like that one. You're very close to the action. And I have been to the one down in Dunedin once. Took Gaza. Took my missus. Took my mum. This is pre-2 cents rugby. This is back when John Kerwin was coaching the Highlanders, the Blues. We went down there and got pretty well beaten. What am I drinking? It's just Tui. I've still got a box of Tui to finish off. I did say to Tony that we could do a live stream at his place, but he reckons he's crook. Right, for those of you not watching the game, from that resulting penalty, the Chiefs are well down the Crusaders' end. They've gone 5 phases. They're about 2 meters out. I feel like the Crusaders are offside there, and the advantage is out from Dolman. Ratima has just popped it to Satiti. Is he over or is he held up? No, he's just short. Jacobson has burrowed over. It is try time. Try time for the Chiefs. Goodness me, this is just tit for tat. It's Josh Lord. Oh, Jesus, he's grown facial hair, so I got him confused with bloody Jacobson. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it looked like he might have lost it, but no, he still got it in his hands. Jeez, that was only 3 minutes that the Crusaders scored their try. I grew up drinking Tui in high school 30 years ago, but if it weren't for you drinking it on streams, I wouldn't even know they still made it. Yeah, I bought it because they used to do trivia on the bottom side of the lids, but they don't. So I kind of bought it for no reason. Well, I mean, I drink it, but I bought it for the streams, essentially. I'm not that fussy with beer. I don't like Great Northern. Great Northern sucks. It's really bland. I'm trying to think of all the beers I've tried on the streams and with Tony on the I'm pretty sure Great Northern was the only one that I was like, man, that's just not good beer. Right, Will Jordan's finally getting himself into some space. Look at him getting over the advantage line. Can the Crusaders hit back to the hit back to the hit back? Are they trying to beat the Saints versus Bears scoreline? We are well behind on that one. That game was, what, 94-33 or something? We're not anywhere near that. If this game goes into this scoreline at halftime, we're only looking at 40 points to 20. Yes, Great Northern is terrible. It is just very watery. Figured out how to save my dad's voice messages. I did not look into it yet, I'll admit. Milo, I probably should have, but we'll play one a bit later, eh? Oh man, the Crusaders might be genuinely going to hit back here. It's 8 phases. They are plowing into the Chiefs' defensive line. They are 1 meter out themselves. They've got advantage. Leicester's going again. He's driven back. Slightly slower ball, but there's nobody there. Hotham pops it to Christian Leo Willie, and it is try time. This game is nuts. Seesaw is the right word for it, Jasmine. Holy, it's like 30 minutes, 33, 36. Goodness me, this game's nuts. Hey, Hollywood, how's it going? Bad defense or great attack? I mean, the Crusaders guys were doing really well to keep their carries. Like I said, a bit of a broken record, but getting over the advantage line. So the Chiefs' defense never really got a chance to set there. So after Leicester's carry had drawn in about 3 defenders, there was just nobody at the side of the ruck. So Hotham was just able to pop it straight to Leo Willie unopposed. Like Norris got no chance. Cooper's is the only genuine Australian beer these days. The rest is owned by 2 different Japanese companies. There you go, John. If it's made in Australia, is it not Australian beer, though? Does it need to be owned by an Aussie company? Kick came from average kick, which gave Jordan lots of time and space. Yeah, Jordan got the initial carry to set it up. How many likes did we get to, folks? Did we get to 50 before 40 minutes? Oh, look at Phoenix. Goodness me, another 5. You champion. Who got him? Kiwi. JLM. Banana bread. Love banana bread. Uzi. And Devon, man. Cheers, Phoenix. You legend. Jacob, yeah. I'd sooner take Harkin as my franchise 10 over Jacob. Old Jacome, eh? He had a hand in one of the Chiefs' first, like the Chiefs' first try. Out to old Kyron Talmoifalau. They've got advantage. Jimmy, you called it. Scrum penalty. There's no halfback, though, for the Crusaders. Leicester's going to have to get in there. Here goes Will Jordan. That's forward. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what forward passes are anymore. We're just inside the Chiefs 22. Crusaders have just entered the Chiefs 22. Cheers, Mark. Just chopped up some bacon, chili, and I need to throw on a spack bog. There you go. Bit of the old spaghetti bolognese. Sounds like you're going good. Leo Woolley, big carrier. They're back into the 22. No, they've lost that. So nothing is going to come from that. That's halftime. Just one conversion is the difference. Right, I said I was going to look up my World Cup tickets at halftime. Where are they? I am going to Argentina against Canada on Monday, the 4th of October. That's in Brisbane. I had to buy 3 adult tickets because that's me, my mum, and my wife. That was 270 Aussie dollars, and then 2 kids tickets. Those were $45 each, so 90. And then I also bought England against Tonga, which is a slightly more high-profile game, although England will win it. That's a few days earlier on the 2nd of October. Just me going, because it's fucking expensive to take everybody. That was 160 for worst tickets. The other game was Category 3 at 90. This is Category 4, so a worst ticket. But it's $70 more Australian. So that's it. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that we were guessing on which games I'm going to. I just went straight into it. Sorry, Milo. Sorry. I was too busy reading. Sorry. I found it too quickly. But yeah, they're pretty expensive. Yeah, so all up, what's that? 520 Aussie dollars. That's a fair chunk of change. But when is the World Cup going to be that close to home? Again, for a New Zealander, not for fucking ages. And both those games are in Brisbane. I got family in Brisbane. Footy fins in Brisbane. I can scrounge a couch somewhere. So, yeah. Footy Fin's going to buy the beers. There we go. All Blacks versus Wallabies will be expensive. Yeah, well, I mean, based on the fact that England against Tonga is significantly more expensive than like Argentina, Canada, I would imagine any of like the All Blacks against anybody like Tier 1 or whatever is going to be massively expensive. How many likes are we at, Milo? Be nice to get to 100. I got a PS5 Pro before the price went up. I'll watch the World Cup on TV. Well, there you go. I can't post vid links in here, but on the Squidge Rugby channel, there's one on Sione Tupulotu at 7:49. They mention you. Alright, I will be vain for a moment and go see what Squidge has to say. Hopefully he says I'm a nice man. I'm in Brisbane, Mark. If you ever need a room, mate, the door's open. The only thing is, it's me, my mum, my wife, my 2 kids. That's the only thing. Yeah. Catch the Colonel. I love how they televise Catch the Colonel these days. Go, people, go, run. Oh, the guy is miles ahead. Oh, the girl. Oh, the Colonel beat the girl, but not the guy. Iona Dog doesn't like Squidge. I guess it's one of those ones. Like them where you don't. You got a mention on DSPN today as well. What? Martin Devlin texted me today, actually. Shit, if I can get him mentioned all over the place. You and your son can stay at mine. Oh, yeah, just the boys. You can have my place. I'll stay on the farm with Dad. I do have an aunt that lives in Brisbane, but she lives in the fucking... She lives miles out of the city, and she's a bit nuts. Yeah, Egg Chasers also gets a fair bit of love him or hate him stuff. I mean, everyone's the same, right? Even Tony, the guy I do the podcast with, some people love him, some people can't stand him. Same with everything, I guess. The only one thing we can all agree about is the Crusaders are awful. Except you Crusaders fans who love them. We just want them to lose. Imagine telling your dad you're chatting with Martin. That would be cool. Because Dad was a big Martin Devlin fan. Most of the time. Sometimes he would say, like, yeah, what Martin Devlin had to say is a fucking idiot. But sometimes he would say, yeah, he was great. Egg Chasers dislikes New Zealand. I feel like he gets a fair bit of engagement. Like, honestly, if you talk shit about the All Blacks, it does well. That's just one of those topics. So, I don't know what it is. There are certain topics that do well. Anytime the All Blacks lose, my videos do a lot better than if they win. It's just a thing. Oh, which suburb is my aunt in? I can't remember. I'd have to have a look at a map of Brisbane. Let me see if... I remember it was to the south. See if I can remember the name. Can I remember the name? Oh... I'm looking at suburbs and nothing's ringing a bell. Was it Munburren? I don't remember. I can ask my mum. I want the Crusaders to lose to keep them out of the final. Sam, I feel you there, because if you've got to remember, the one year the Blues won it and broke the Crusaders' stranglehold, they didn't even make the knockouts, the Crusaders. That's the only time we beat them. I'm going to ask my mum if she knows what suburb does Auntie live in. What does better, AB's loss or Box win? All Blacks loss. Absolutely. How much better do the All Blacks? Let me find out for you. Hold on. I can give you an example. Bear with me, viewers. Auckland. Why are you typing Auckland? Because you're a friggin' Aucklander. All Blacks, not Auckland. Such an arrogant Aucklander. Yeah, about 5 times as good. Just under. 5 times. Let's try another one. And then, like that was Argentina when they beat us last year. It did 5 times better. Like South Africa, New Zealand last year, the Eden Park one, the All Blacks won 23,000. Where the All Blacks lost 132,000. I mean, that was a historic game, but it's a shitload better for me when the All Blacks lose. Oh, halftime stats. Milo, you are a guy to keep me on track. Halftime stats. Possession, 52-49, Crusaders. Territory, 63-37, Crusaders. Line breaks, 3-1, Crusaders. Turnovers 1 is 2-zip to the Chiefs. Line out, 70% Crusaders, 100% Chiefs. Tackle percentages are 91 and 88. There's been not that many missed tackles in this game. Time for the TAB shilling. There we go. So if the All Blacks win or lose, you win, Liam. Yeah, basically. If the All Blacks lose, my wife always gives me this little look like, oh yeah, that sounds like good news to me, because she doesn't give a shit. You have to apply for tickets to the Rugby World Cup. That's so random. Yeah, you have to. The demand is high. I was in the queue for my tickets for like 4 or 5 hours. I wasn't actively paying attention because I got the email that was like, it's open to start, like, get in the queue. Then I got in the queue and it said, like, do you want a reminder when you're at the front of the queue? And I was like, yep. And then I did something else because I totally forgot about it. And then I got an email hours later, like, oh, it's your turn. My mum says she thinks my aunt lives in Green Bank. But that doesn't ring a bell with me. Maybe it is Green Bank. I'll tell her the live stream People asked because I mentioned an aunt in Brisbane. Boom. Man, the worst thing about the All Blacks is these ads. Ads. What's this about extras buying views and subs? I don't think that was a thing. It's just people have been saying different people use different topics to draw in audiences, I suppose, and some topics do better than others. I made that thing the other day where I talked about Squidge getting told to stick to his mum's basement or whatever, and that dude that did a shitload better than actually talking about rugby. People would much rather hear people talk drama. I don't usually do that, but fuck, that video did well. You know what I mean? So strange. Stop doxing my auntie. I didn't even mention her name. Munburn is near Greenbank. Maybe I was right there. Maybe it was Munburn. Munruben. I think it's Munruben. Do we make cider in New Zealand? We do have cider in New Zealand. Yes. Papa. We do. Took you 30 minutes to get the Adelaide tickets. Yeah, mine was not at the most recent sale. It was like a pre-sale a few months ago, but before I was on the DSPN. All right, second half has just started. Like the stream if you've just joined in. We're at 40 minutes and 15 seconds right about now. Who's winning at the 80? I picked the Crusaders, but they are still 2 points behind. Let me double check the benches. I think the Crusaders have got some inexperience on the bench. Is it getting cold yet in Auckland, David? It's brisk in the morning, but during the day it's not too bad. It's like 17 degrees today, which is pretty comfortable. The Chiefs can bring off Arcoy, Parker, Rowe, Daniel Ronner. They got some good players on the bench. I don't feel like the Crusaders bench goes as deep. Long way home after the game. I looked at the map and I was like, fuck, she lives out in the burbs. I'm out west in Auckland, so I'm not exactly central either, but yeah, it looks like a long way. I remember when there was the whole Justin Marshall complaining about France in 2024. Those videos made a ton of views, even on French-speaking channels. Yeah, people do like drama. People like drama more than the game, which I find a bit weird. Once I remember Owen Farrell in a post-match interview after England had lost. I think this is back when Eddie Jones was still coach. The interviewer was a bit... How do you put this? Like, she's doing her job, asking him questions immediately after the game. But I feel like she was being a little bit kind of low EQ in that he did not want to be answering those questions. It's the time. Like, she obviously had her set questions, which she was determined to ask, and they were pretty pointed, which, again, you could argue is her job. But it felt a bit rough. And she copped a heap of flack for it, and I did a video about that, and that fucking got heaps of views as well. And I was like, man, more people watch the video about the post-match interview than about the game itself. So I was like, yeah, if you want to make a YouTube channel, make it about drama. Thud, bro, how is it going? And yeah, the Chiefs have just won a scrum penalty to start the second half against the Crusaders as we start talking rugby instead of drama. For a Christchurch lad who's moved up to Auckland for a couple months back, it's nice in the morning here. I'm right near the border of Cornwall Park, bro. It's near where I used to live. Not quite Cornwall Park. I was in Onehunga, but that's not far from there. Second half. Chiefs scrum penalty. Jacob slots it. It is 17 points to 22. Egg Jay says makes videos anytime New Zealand rugby commentary guys discuss any subjects that offend him. I did that once because I thought John Kerwin was talking too much shit about. He was going on and on and on about the NRL, and admittedly that video did very well. So, like I said, drama, talking shit about commentators and whatnot, it just generally does pretty well. Holy hell, here goes the Crusaders. Dallas McLeod, Che Fihaki, chucks it inside. Shalfoon, oh, tackled into touch. Good tackle. That was some pretty sexy stuff from the Crusaders. Looking to hit back again. Initial break from Dallas McLeod. Hey, Mark, you going on holiday to China this year? I have been looking at tickets, but tickets are fucking expensive at the moment, so probably not. Probably not. They're so much more than last year. That was very close, Hollywood. I missed the pat on the head that time. Who was it? Was it friggin' Tupavai again? Hey, April Tui, the longest time no see. How are you doing? Saw a video about a law change on malls and somehow it being Russie's doing. Well, there you go. Fina doing the Vai head rub too. Well, there you go. People need a head rub, apparently. China vids. Yeah, I'm editing one now. I'm editing a video from my last trip to China. Well, my last trip to China, I went with my mum. Did you know my mum's going to be on there? Did I tell you guys? When we went this winter, New Zealand summer, I took my mum to China. I did some videos with her. Well, April Tui, I can tell you that the Blues have had a couple of bad weeks, so we're happy they're on the bye. I have a couple of China vids to catch up on too. Looking for yeah, my mum is still waiting for the ones. I'm so slow at editing them. The current ones I'm editing, I recorded in 2024. Editing sucks. I'm not good at it. So, yeah. But I'll get to Dawn eventually. Canes are doing incredible, April Tui. They are playing some of the best rugby ever. They are fucking awesome. They flogged my Blues last week. They destroyed them at Eden Park. They are playing so good. $2024, yep. It's been a while. Editing's awful, says April to me. Yeah, taking the footage is one thing and then going to edit the stuff sucks. Right, Chiefs are still on their own 22-metre line. They need a nice big bit of boots of ball here to get themselves an exit. And Frankie, yeah, it's an interesting one with Leicester at 7. They seem to be trying to do the hybrid thing, eh? I'm not sure if it's come down from higher up or if it's just a Crusaders thing. When was the last time the Crusaders lost a quarterfinal, semi-final, or final? Jeepers. Waratah's final, maybe? Is that it? They make short work of most of their knockout opponents, mate. That's why the Blues got that title, because you guys didn't make it. What software do you use for editing? I use DaVinci Resolve. My editing is nothing flash. It's just chopping clips together and maybe a few text overlays and whatnot. Has Will Jordan touched the ball? He did wade to help set up one of the Crusaders' tries early on kick return. Shall we have a look how many carries he's had compared to some of the other players? He's had 6 carries. How many meters has he made? He's had 78 meters. He's topping the game for run meters, so he's apparently doing all right. I mean, he probably got a lot of those in that one big break. When was the last time? Oh, I have one. When was the last time the Crusaders missed a playoff? That was when the Blues won the title. Rob Penny's first year in charge after Razor stepped down. Crusaders look like they're in a bit of a mood here, folks. They want more points. They're back into the Chiefs 22 again. Will Jordan's having another carry. (2016) versus the Canes. There you go. Kiwi with the stat for the last time the Crusaders lost a knockout. I wasn't that far off with the Tars pick. Oh, Chiefs have held them out. Is there a tackle count available? Yeah, bro. Let's have a look. It'll be a minute or two behind, but it says it's 106 to 86 with the Crusaders having made more so far. But as I said, this will be a few minutes behind. Oh, no. Oh, Sevu Reece. Oh, it's try time. The Chiefs, after all that defensive work, have just freaking spilled the ball as they're exiting their own half, and the Crusaders have punished them. My goodness. Jacob, and then spill ball. Who was that? Was that Havili? Oh, man. Great hands from the Crusaders. Havili, McNichol. Oh, jeez. That out of the back. The hand pass from McNichol. Oh, the Crusaders are in front with the conversion. That's a hell of a final pass to McNichol. It is 24-22. Oh, man. Phoenix once again. Goodness me. That's 3 sets of 5. And Fleshing got one. Oh, Fleshing, well done, mate. You just got a free membership. Mornay got one. Wow got one. David and Teleport. There you go. Who have I got for the Aussie game? Howard. Again, cheers, Phoenix. Thank you, mate. I picked the Waratahs. Goodness me. I'm doing terribly in the Super Rugby pool, so maybe don't take my advice. Got 103 people watching. If you haven't liked, do us a favor. Drop a like. I hear people who drop likes are more likely to get gifted memberships, just FYI. Take care, Mr. Footy Fin. Seems every time a team in this game gets a little bit on top, they end up here losing all the momentum. Like the Crusaders, having just scored, have been pinged for hands in the ruck. And now it's back down to the Crusaders' end. Michael's doing good in Super Rugby. I'm doing all right in the URC, but I'm not doing good in Super Rugby. $84 likes. Can we get to 100, folks? Come on. Be the difference maker. Right. Tokiaho to Jacobson. They're going to spin it to the backs this time. Oh, and Quinn Tupaia has gone straight through. It is a hot knife through butter. My goodness. I was sure they were going to maul it. Flippin' hell, this game, tit for tat, is right, Kiwi. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Jacob, Tupaia, straight through Havili and McLeod. Wow. J-Boy just won 100, bro. Congratulations. I didn't actually see those ones before the try happened, Frankie. Maybe is your stream up to date? Maybe I'm just slow. No more. It is 24:29. Goodness me. Looks like a good crowd. It is a sellout, April 2 at that new stadium down in Christchurch. Yeah, they opened it a few weeks ago. And yeah, Will Jordan has just dropped a ball cold. Quinn has to be an AB. Quinn's having a great season. All right, big scrum. No penalty given this time. Oh, the Chiefs tried something, but ended up knocking on. We'll have another scrum. Good chance to like the stream if you haven't done so already. Just saying. We're setting for a scrum. Yeah, Daniel Ronald's come off the bench. Who else has come off the bench? Xavier Rose on, Daniel Ronald's on. Dyer and Prophet on for the Chiefs. Gardner, Preston, Kimura, and McNichol for the Crusaders. So the Crusaders haven't brought on any forwards apart from Dom Gardner yet. What do you make of the Bernard Janssen van Rensburg selection for England? Yeah, I heard that was coming. Oh, here goes Will Jordan. Oh, McNichol's just been dragged down. Is it because it's England that that's a bigger news story? Like, I mean, Brad Barrett, he played for England, didn't he? Was his name Brad? He was a Safa. God, another turnover from the Chiefs. Goodness me. Oh, but they haven't found touch. Goodness me. Crusaders going to have another crack at it, Milo. Your boy still might get it done. I see that they've got Super Kids round on the field, but what have they... Is there anything special going on this week in terms of kid stuff? Brad Shields played for England. That caused a lot of hoopla here, actually. I don't know what it is about guys playing for England that people don't like. Maybe it's because they see England as like having all the resources and they don't need players from other countries. I don't know. Another penalty goes to the Chiefs. Also confused by the reactions, especially when I bring up Jack Willis, which seems kind of... Yeah, it's a different point, isn't it? That's more about selecting players from outside the Premiership. Billy's ball back. I must be missing something. What's this about never eating Macca's? Bernard has zero English ancestry and has only been there barely 5 years is the reason I'm seeing. But I mean, he's along a list of how many other players, like Jameson Gibson Park, Bundy Aki, and James Lowe don't have any Irish ancestry. Oh, Rowe was so close for the Chiefs there. Is my son still playing rugby, Johnny? Nah. He gave it up. He played the first few years of Ripper, and he played a season of tackle, and he decided he doesn't like tackle. And then he wanted to do jiu-jitsu, so he's doing friggin' jiu-jitsu. So he's still getting fucking tossed around on a mat and smashing people, but I don't know. Didn't like tackle. Fair enough. Some of the kids in tackle were fucking enormous, so maybe that's part of it. On a podcast, he said he's never touched Macca's because it's unhealthy, but he's fine eating pies and other takeaways. That is a bizarre reasoning then. What age did they start tackle in New Zealand? So he was... Shit, how old? 7? Jiu-Jitsu, yeah, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. I never thought about it being Japanese, but the instructor busts out Japanese phrases every now and again, so yeah, I suppose it is Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. You know what is funny about him learning Jiu-Jitsu is the fucker's trying it on me. Sneaky little shit, he can probably hear me. But like the other day, we were mucking around, and I like grabbed him because he's a 10-year-old child, and I'm a 6'4", 100-kilo man, and he couldn't move me, but he was trying. He was trying his shit on my arm. I paid for that shit, and he's using it against me. It's bullshit. That's young to start tackling since April 2. At league they start at 5. Some parents won't send their kids to rugby because they want them to play tackle from the get-go. Here we go. I think it's Chiefs time here. 14 phases. The Chiefs are meters away from the Crusaders line. Under 8's in Australia, so yeah, it's 7, isn't it? Probably the same. "17 phases. Milo, you're getting on the ref's case. You channeling you're in a Gaza. What's going on? That was like 20 phases. We're going back for we're going for a talking to here. But what do the Chiefs do here? Penalty right up front. Easy 3 if they want it. Five-point lead. Make it 8 points. So make it two scores if you kick the 3. In the jiu-jitsu class, one of the guys' kids told us we sucked at jiu-jitsu, and the kids showed us proper techniques, little sponges soaking up that killer instinct after school. Yeah, the instructor keeps trying to get me to join, but where are you going to find the time? Part of me wants to join so my son can't just kick my ass when he's older. Because I'm bigger than him at the moment, but that ain't going to last that long. It's not quite as out in front as I thought it was. But Jacob makes no mistake. It was very kickable, and he kicked it. 32-24. What rugby could take from football is issuing a yellow card for ref backchat. I don't think rugby players are anywhere near as bad as footballers are for that. Footballers surround the ref and just start berating them, though, eh? Oh, that's a terrible, terrible kick from Hutchinson. Yeah, he didn't strike that well at all. They're going to be right back under pressure, the Chiefs. You reckon your boys are going to be taller than you? Nah, no way. I'm 6'4". I've still got my Plunkett book, which is like the childhood health book from when you're a kid, and you can track like how tall you were and how heavy you were at certain ages if your mum or parent filled it in. I'm a fair bit taller than him. He's not going to be taller than me. Took me 18 to get one over your dad, says Fleshin. Or maybe I got a few more years then. He's only 10. My dad was a black belt and go and get the belt. My dad used to hit me with his fucking shoe. Not that hard, to be fair. It was more of a symbolic gesture, but he had steel cap shoes from his work at Repco. And he would take them off and smack us on the ass if we were really, really naughty. Taylor's probably going to play the full 80. We're at 67 minutes, yeah. They got advantage. Will Jordan can't find a gap. It's a quick ball though. Camera. Still slightly slow ball again for Preston. There goes Leicester. The Plunkett book, they don't have anything like that here, says April Tui. Yep, we still have him. We still have him even for my kids. 19 phases, folks. Chiefs are still defending. Crusaders have still got advantage. They're going to score. They got to score. Taylor picks and goes, brought down. Reese steps in a halfback. Jordan. McNichol escapes the first tackle. Nah. Hey, 100 likes. Cheers, people. Thank you for that. Ruben and I have an ongoing debate about who's taller. We're the same height, but just like to argue. There you go. Probably, my brother's taller than me, but he's kind of got bad posture because he's a bit overweight, so I look taller. Yeah, I think they probably should have scored there. They had numbers, but they get another crack at it. Quick tap, Preston. Leo Willie. They want to go back the other way? No. It was all a trick. But no, they're tricking themselves. It's Havili going back the other way again. Preston, the ball comes out. Gardner. Fainganuku rides the first tackle. Parker gets him with the second one around the ankles. Gardner again. Tatiti's over the ball. No. Preston. Oh, Reese with that pop pass was pretty friggin' close. Where's my mate Popper? He's sick apparently. He's got a sore throat. How tall was Gazza? Just under 6 foot, like 5'11", maybe 6 foot in shoes. And he had two sons who were 6'5" and 6'4". I still remember him being very fucking antsy when we got both taller than him. Oh, McNichols got it down in the corner. Geez, that was some hard work, but they got it. Wow. We're going to have a grandstand final 10, folks. Was that Will Jordan with that pass? That was pretty sweet. Big conversion. If you get this, a kick can win it. If he doesn't, then a kick can only draw it. Oh, he's missed it. I never got as tall as my dad. It really pissed me off. I blame my mum. Yeah, I think my son will blame his mum as well. What am I missing here of the year? Did I miss something? Who's got the hair of the year? I'm way behind. Am I that bad? I'm live according to Sky Sports official app. Holy shit, that is an amazing kick. Oh my goodness. Does that make up for David Havili's stinking kick the other week? Holy fuck me days. That's one of the best kicks I've seen. Look at John O'Gibbs. He's just like, fuck me. A great chance for the Crusaders to win it now with 72 minutes. Oh, but they lose the line out. But they've dropped it. It's a comedy of errors. It's a comedy of frickin' errors. Was that Josh Jacome? Ah, no. They lose the line out. Oh, fucking hell. What a drop. It's a kind of to his shoulder. It's still catchable. Very catchable pass. Oh, Jacome. He'd need a drop goal from the 22 to make up for that kick. Oh, fair enough. Looking forward to the Champions Cup final, Sean. Apart from the kickoff time. Kickoff time is god-awful. It's like 1:45 in the morning. Apart from that, I'm looking forward to it. They're going to reset that scrum. As far as I'm aware, he is a hooker, not a flanker. But, yeah, there's a few hookers have moonlighted as flankers in the past. Liam's pointing out the delay might be YouTube, not the game. It's probably a combination of both, April Tui. YouTube definitely adds at least 10 seconds or so. Like if I turn myself on YouTube here, it'll be behind myself, if that makes sense. But I think also Sky's stream is also a bit slow. It might be 30 seconds, Evil Kiwi, but it's at least 10. You can thank the Cannes Film Festival for that. Knock that kick-off time. Well, I don't know how those are connected, but damn you, Cannes. Right, scrum. Ball for the Crusaders. Leicester has a big carry from the midfield. Preston. Still pretty quick ball. Jamie Hanna's having another carry. Geez, they're only a metre away, the Crusaders. They can take the lead here with a try. 5 phases, 6 phases. Leicester has another carry. He rides the first 2. Gets the pop ball away to David Havili. Far out. That's pretty good, Crusaders. It's pretty good. Man, Leicester. Yeah, Leicester made that one. He's a beast. Havili, the guy who started it all with that kick. $36, $32. This is bad for my Blues. It means the Crusaders are a chance to overtake us. But it's a cracking game, isn't it? Someone earlier just said these people are getting value for money, whoever went to the game, and they're not wrong. Jasmine's not happy. Yep. Your team was 2 scores up. And now you're trailing. That knock on from old Jaco, mate. Still anyone's game, like Milo says. There's still 4 minutes. Still a lot can happen here. It's been tit for tat all game. Player of the match. I'll probably give it to Leicester. They're going to blow that one up. There's a knock on from the Chiefs, so it's going to be Crusaders scrum ball. New stadium's going to be a fortress. Howard, you might be right, mate. Oh, yeah, there's the game momentum chart. Look at it. It's just zigzag, isn't it? Jeff Wilson just said great contest. That's good. That's good for the comp. Sever Reese is having a good game. Yep. Wallace Steedy's been all right for the Chiefs. Great game, no blowouts. Exactly right. You want a contest where either team can win it. Havili kicks long. Coombs Fabling takes it well. Good kick back. Kimura can't quite catch it on the full. Oh, it's not his greatest kick. But as long as they make their tackles, they'll be right, the Crusaders. It's still around the halfway line. Thanks for the stream, Wade. Nah, man, I'm always happy to be here. It's becoming a regular either Friday or Saturday night viewing, isn't it? It's good. I'll have to get Tony or my mum or my kids or someone on it sometime, so it's not just you guys and me, but whether I'm solo or with somebody else, it's always a bit of good fun. Michael says, much love from South Africa. Thanks for the amazing content, bro. I appreciate that. Chiefs have still got the ball, but geez, they're running out of time and they're at the wrong end of the field. Arcoy to Jacob. I gotta stop saying Jacob now. It's not getting funny anymore. Coombs Fabling pops it back to Fee now. They're looking a bit out of ideas, but it'll only take one break. The Crusaders want the penalty and they get it. Look at Sever Reese. Go rub someone's head. Oh no, he's patting his own guy on the back. That's how you do it. Sever Reese may be a bit of a piece of shit, but at least that's a bit of class. A very close game, Morna. You are not wrong. This has been a cracking game. Taylor over the ball. Leo Woolley. Holy smokes. Milo, look at you. Again, with the gifted memberships. Thank you, brother, as always. Everyone who's getting a membership, you can thank our man Milo for that. Kimita's kick is short, so the Chiefs got to go all the length of the field. They're still on their own 22. But cheers again, Mr. Milo. Are you feeling a bit better about the ref now, or is it still 12 out of 20? Oh, here we go. Hutchinson. Oh, he's been tackled. Half break. It's a half break. They're out of their 22 now, the Chiefs. They go back the other way. Talmoi Falau. They got advantage. Remember when I streamed the classic games during lockdown, Flesh and Man? You got a good memory. That was forward, surely. They got advantage anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Forever 12 out of 20. The advantage will be over soon because they've got quite a lot of territory out of this few phases. They're almost at the halfway line. Tip pass. Here goes Talmoi Falau. Out to Hutchinson. He's in touch. Oh, no, he's not. It's back. He's popped it back in field. Oh, but the Crusaders have turned it. Just kick the fucking thing out, and it's your game. Does Lester kick or does he pass? He kicks. Well done, Crusaders. You guys were looking dead and buried, but you came back and hold the fortress. You still got one game to hold it against the Hurricanes next week, but geez, the Chiefs gave you a good run. Very good game. Very good game. Oh, look at this. The tip pass at the end. Hutchison threw back in field, but then just isolated. Nobody was there. The Chiefs guys maybe just a bit gassed there. I don't know. Hollywood, definitely worth your early wake up, mate. April 2 wanted the Chiefs to win. I think a lot of the neutrals wanted the Chiefs to win April 2, but you can't be angry at a game like that, hey. Crusaders did really, really well. Your Canes are playing the Crusaders next week, April 2. I think we should watch that one. That's gonna be epic. Because your Canes are doing amazingly well. If you haven't watched them, honestly, tune in. They've only got the Highlanders this week, so they'll flog them. But yeah, the Canes are doing really, really fantastic. All right. I think it might be time to head off. And yeah, do a quick match review for this one because it was a cracker. And then say goodnight to my kids because they're going to go to bed. But yeah, Christian doesn't watch a lot of Super, but enjoyed that one. It was an enjoyable game, I reckon. Cheers, everybody, for being along, for all the likes. Thank you to Milo for those big glut of gifted memberships at the end, and for For our man, Jesus, why is your name escape my brain right now? Not Padza. Someone remind me. I can see your little avatar. Your name's right there. For the other ones. The 3 lots of 5 earlier. Jeez, I'm an idiot. But anyway. Cheers, folks. Take care. And Phoenix. Jesus, thank you, Phoenix. To the orange beanie. Goodness me. I'm thick. Thick as 2 short planks. Anyway. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, catch you guys again for another one at some point soon. Take care. Bye-bye.